Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of my Another Brick in the Mall series. In today's episode, episode number 6, we're going to go ahead and make quite a lot of changes. And I'm going to go ahead by starting and expanding this corridor in with the mall. Right now we've got 144,000 and we've got a lot of builders doing nothing, so I'm going to go ahead and start the building process on a lot of this. I also want to go ahead and make quite a few changes in the superstore. I know we did leave the superstore, however I want to go back and make some final changes just before I go ahead and leave it for good. It's really to do with this inefficiency here of the storeroom. That's the problem. What I was talking to a friend in real life about who's played this game before, he was suggesting this bottom area inherits the bathroom, and then what you want is you want all your storage boxes right beside the shelves. Because I'm essentially, I know I'm being inefficient, but that's actually costing me money, as he pointed out. And not that very much. Okay, it's not going to lose you too much here and there, but that's going to accumulate over time. And if you continue to leave it like this, then you're just going to land up missing out on money. And you've got the money to go ahead and sort it out, so I might as well do. And he was very correct on that, so thank you to my good friend Scott. With regards to the office, I actually want to take the office out of here as well. That's going to move into the Grand Mall, which we're starting to build, and we'll continue on in this episode. And then we're going to move the maintenance centre, but just out of the middle of the storage room, which is fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decommission this area here. Quite a lot of it, to be fair, actually. So we're going to have very limited stock for the time being, but a lot of the stock up the top just doesn't get touched. But it's just inefficient, as I've pointed out. So what I want to do now is go ahead and build this new bathroom, which we still need a bathroom for this place very much. So I'm going to go ahead and go into builds here. We're going to go for walls. How big is the current bathroom? It is 6x4. So I might go ahead and actually make it only 3 wide. But make it longer, just based on the fact I can have something on the bottom wall, something on the top wall, and then a gap in the middle, if you will. I think that would be better. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to have the maintenance area down the bottom here, probably. This is where I want to have it, up to here actually, and then along here. Though I don't know what's going to happen to those crates, and then from there what's going to happen is all of this here will now become the new storage area, which is quite exciting. So we'll unstorage that and we'll unstorage that for the time being. So the storage area has downgraded drastically, and what I'm also going to need to do is go ahead and select build. We need to sort out some doors here. That's very, very much needed. So let me go ahead and do that. Staff doors is right there, so let's build a staff door there, staff door there, staff door there. Also need a staff door there too. I don't think we'll need a staff door into the bathroom, but tell you what, we can go ahead and remove that door. We'll need to fill that in with a wall actually, though I can't do that for the time being until the door is removed. We need to put a normal door in beside it though there, and that should do the trick. So then with regards to flooring, we can actually go ahead and start to pre-floor as well, which is good. So make that change there. We'll decommission the bathroom and we'll switch all the staff over in a second, because that's going to be a longer process. But we will get there, just baby steps for the time being. Though I do need to go ahead and get the storage area sort of just sorted very, very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this wall here as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and speed the game up onto ×2. How are we doing over here for that matter? Not too bad, we're getting there, which is good. So we're going to remove that wall, we're going to remove this wall, and then that should be fine for now. What I also want to do though is expand this quite a bit. I want to expand this out, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to an go for a 7x7, so this is going to be a big maintenance area here, which I'm quite excited for. So that means the inside of it will actually be 5x5, and then I'm going to do the exact same again. We're going to make the inside of this. No, it must be 6x6. No, it is 5x5. Will that give me 5x5? Yeah, that'll give me 5x5. So we'll go ahead and make 2 5x5 areas in there. So that's upgrading the maintenance centre. And because we're going to have new offices over here, I do want to make them much, much larger than before. This means we can also go ahead and lay some red carpet, and you can probably start to get an idea of how this mall's going to look. If anyone has seen my previous series, then you'll have probably a good indication of what it is going to look like. It's going to not have a same layout, but it's going to have the same sort of wide hallways, pathways, which you very much would get in super malls, supermarkets, that sort of thing. And then often you get stalls in the middle, typically maybe some sweet ones, maybe some beauty, mobile phone cases, that sort of thing. Though I don't think that they actually have that in this game right now, but anyway, I'm sort of going to try and replicate that anyway. So with a lot of that built now, we can go ahead and segregate this area and segregate that area. We can go ahead and take the maintenance center, we can upgrade this maintenance center and make it that little bit bigger, and then we can also go ahead and add in another office into here as well, which is perfect. Finally, all I need to do is add doors again, so we'll go ahead and add in a door there, there, and there, and that now allows us to have a bigger office and a bigger maintenance center, which is perfect. I will go ahead and drop down to the office and add in some more office desks, which will be perfect. So we'll have 3. I don't think we're actually going to increase any more people on research for the time being. I don't think, actually we can put 4 in here, let's do that. I don't think we're going to add anyone else on right now, but now there's the options, and at least we've got this increased capacity going forward, which is good. What I do want to do over here though is, let me think, I do want to use a different kind of flooring for this sort of thing. Actually, because I'm not going to use red, because I want to use red in the hallways of the mall. So we're going to go for something else, and I don't know what colour we've not used. I want to keep wood for cinemas and bowling alleys, so that's off limits. What were we using green for? I swear I was going to use green for something. Because we could use reds. We could use red tiles, not red carpets. That would be quite nice. Yeah, let's do that there. So, I mean, it's not very red, but it's not plain, so at least it's something slightly different. And with regard to this area, that doesn't really matter. Right, okay, so over here we need to start to do something now. So what we're going to do is we're going to rename, or add in the new maintenance center here. We can actually go ahead and refloor this too, for that matter. So in there, and there, and there, and then let's go ahead and cover that up. We need floor 6, and we need to go ahead and add that into the new doors. We'll also need to go ahead and change all the flooring in here as well. And I think all is looking good. So what we need to do now is actually build the new bathroom. That is the big thing, so we'll start off by doing that. So let me slow the game down again. I realise we're sort of neglecting everything else right now, but as we're doing all these big changes, we can go ahead and come back to that sort of stuff. So let's build a wall there. Let's go into objects, let's go into restroom, and let's go ahead and get some cubicles on the go here. Then I also want to go ahead and add in some urinals. We'll add in 3 urinals in the middle. Again, everyone uses the same bathroom, there's no segregation of sex, which is fine by me. And then we'll have a wall of sinks along the bottom, which I think is perfect. Now we can go ahead and assign. Let's go for restroom. I keep going for bathroom, but obviously this is an American-based game, so that doesn't quite work. And there we go, that is restroom room 10 now built, which is perfect. Okay, so with regards to that, that's perfect. So that means now we can go ahead and people can start to use this nice and easily, and it's probably much more and closer, better to customer areas, which is good. Now the research tree has just gone ahead and given us a notification down at the bottom here, which is perfect, and that is something that I was working towards very much at the end of the last episode, and that was self-checkout, and I've very much been wanting that quite badly, and I'm really glad we've got it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in, I want to start researching Road Network 2, though that is going to take a long time, or should we go for something different? Let's maybe actually go for appliance supplier, because I could make a shop of that in the mall. Let's do that, actually, for the time being, because I don't really see myself needing anything else. Right, so the next thing I need to do is I'll need to move staff. That's the next big thing. So if we come in to manage, and then we go to the office 3. We're going to rename this, and this is going to be office in the mall, if I can spell, M-A-L-L, which is perfect. Right, so people in this office here, the staff are now going to get transferred. So you're going to go to office mall, then I want to go back to office 3, transfer you to office mall, and then finally the last remaining staff member, you're going to get transferred to office mall, and voila. Right, so that is that place now zoned out, so we can actually just delete that office now, which is good. We can also delete the bathroom too, which is good. So let me go ahead and unassign you, and then unassign you, which is perfect. Now the final thing is the maintenance office at the superstore here. So this is going to be a little bit more complicated, just because we've got a lot of janitors and staff here. Have I actually gone ahead and we have gotten the new maintenance center in? So let me go ahead and just make this transfer. Because it's a lot of people, I'm just going to go ahead and very quickly stop the video and just do this and just get this out of the way. Right, okay, so we are slowly but surely getting through this, though it is quite a complication, honestly. It's just like one interface to the other, to the other, to the other. But the good thing is, it is now done, essentially, though. I'm going to have to sort out some scheduling issues, just because I think I've moved a lot. We had 5 builders here, but I've moved more of them basically over to here now, just because the more construction will be going around this area, again, more efficient. All the janitors, though, that were here at the superstore have just moved across into the new office. So we can go ahead and get rid of that. There's no one working there anymore, which is good. I've still not run the game, but you guys are into here now, which is good. So with that said, now we can go ahead and run the game again. We can go ahead and remove walls and objects, and we can go ahead and get rid of all of this, which is good. Remove you and you. Now I do still have builders here. I have 1 every single hour, so I have 3 in here, covering a full day, and they will go ahead and work out of here. I just want to keep people here because we might go ahead and extend this. What long term I am thinking is having this place 24/7, but a lot of places in the mall won't be. Typically shopping malls close, that's just a thing, and that tends to be large superstores like this go ahead and stay open. Now I definitely got a feeling that I maybe got rid of too many janitors, or I might have mucked up the janitors here. So we will go ahead and sort that out. We're going to rename this Maintenance Superstore. Someone was asking me as well, actually. It sounds like there's you're banging your keyboard or you're tapping your keys too loudly. Unfortunately, I do have a mechanical keyboard, but it's not. It's actually the sound effect when you go over an office. Because there's not any background music. I've not got anyone in the office right now. Bad example, but basically if someone's in, you'll get a keyboard sound coming off of that, which is kind of strange. I just want to go ahead and add in red, 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 and red. Not at all sure if there is red there, but I can just see a tiny wee line at the top of the door, which looked slightly grey. Right, so I'm waiting for staff to go ahead and, I guess, go to their new places. As we can see, the supermarket is an absolute mess. So the satisfaction is still somehow at 60%. I don't really understand that at all. But we really need, we've got litter now, and yeah, things have gone sour, unfortunately. We're down at 53%. This place is an absolute tip. And just looking here as well, things aren't great either. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start to sort out the flooring in here, because that's quite important to me. I then want to go ahead and fill in the final gaps in the wall. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some new doors as well. So what I want to do is I want to go and actually remove that door. We want to go back in, back to staff doors, add a staff door there. And then I want to add a staff door there and a staff door there. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to cut off part of this place, will you believe it or not. I think that's what I'm going to do. And this is just going to, just part of our realignment process, I guess you could say. So let's go for storage 0, and let's go ahead and go to assign storage, and let's change this up a bit. So let's add to this. That's what I do want to do first of all, which is perfect. So that is the new storage 0, but then I actually want to take off some of it. I want to take off these top 2. And then we're going to go ahead and build a wall along here. and in there, and then we're actually going to rip up the foundations just because this is an adequately sized storeroom now. Things are much better, it's much more efficient. This will work perfect going forward. Very happy with it indeed. The janitors must be back at work now, though I'd still think I need to hire some more. And then over here, things are fine over here. Still no one's turned up for office work though. Oh, now I've got a bad feeling about this. It resets people's hours as well. Office mall staff. Right, that's alarming as heck. Yeah, I've definitely done something wrong, haven't I? Wait, but I mean, where would they even be? That's the big question. Oh, no, 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 no. How am I going to solve this problem? Because the 3 staff members I had, at least 2 of them were really, really good office workers, but I don't know where I've put them. I'm thinking it might have been... I can't put people to restrooms, so that's fine. With regards to staff here, we've got 3 builders, and none of these are office workers, really. These are all 3 of these are naturally good builders. There's no one here. Is there any good office workers here? Not really. These are all natively, relatively good builders. With regards to storage, you can have people in there, but that's just stock clerks. Bigfoot superstore. Why am I not getting staff here either? What am I doing wrong? Right, I think I'm just being silly. I don't know, I'm not getting this interface on everything. I feel I should be getting it here anyway. Like, what's going on? Have all my staff just decided to quit? Interesting. Anyway, right, we'll continue on and hope that sorts itself out because I very much want it to. Gonna remove the foundation up the top there, so that is the final change. And we're just gonna go ahead and sort out some of the flooring. And there we go. So that's that change fully sorted and made now. Quite happy with it all in all. And that allows things to continue into the future. Right, what is still going on here? Because this is really problematic. See, there's 3 staff members in right now, but... Oh, I know why I had it filtered. Right, panic over. Right, you guys just need to be fair, yous all can be in at the same time now. I'm quite happy for that. The office is fine for that. That's not a problem because we have the desks. I was filtering. It should have been on all, so if I go back to Bigfoot Superstore, as you can see, problem solved. Right, Maintenance Center Superstore, Shift Planning. Let's go by Janitors. Yeah, this is our problem here. So 1 overnight. Then we need 1 at 6, 1 at 9, 1 at... We'll make it 5, 8, 11. This is me just going off based off the old system I implemented because I just edited, or recently edited that episode and I remember it quite well. So we're going to hire a few more janitors anyway for the time being. If there are any good ones, you're not too bad, so we'll hire you. And then... Really not got a good pick here at all, do we? This is why I think we need to go ahead and connect up to another road. This is absolutely awful. You're the best at 22. Your speed is quite good, to be fair, I'll give you that. So we'll go ahead and add you 2 guys, or people in, I should say. Let's go down to janitors and let's go ahead and add yous in. So we've got you at 3, 3, gap of 3 there. Gap of 3 there, gap of 3 there, and then I don't think we need another one throughout the night, but we could probably do with another one throughout the day, so we'll go for something like that, maybe? I think that will do. It's quite random, but it will do for now, and I think that should go ahead and make the whole shop much cleaner as we go forward now. So I don't know if we're actually going to see much sales changes or anything like that. I don't think we probably will, but I think it is a change for the better nonetheless. As we can see, it looks like today we should make 25,000 from the day. Okay, we made 24,500, still a very good day all in all though. And it would be really nice to go ahead and see if we can push for 30 by the start of next episodes. Anyway, so those changes have taken a lot longer than I expected. I really do apologise about that. But let's go ahead now and move back over here to the mall. If I didn't go ahead and do that, that would really bug me, so I've just gone ahead and sorted that for the time being. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to add foundations in there, but we're going to leave that blank, because I do expect to probably increase this area as time goes on. What I want to do now is plan for the future. So, currently we've got a lot of foundations, but I've got basically an area, the fast food restaurant is a 24 by 24 area. So I want to go ahead and build a 24 by 24 area, and we're going to have something else in here. Might go for a clothing shop or something actually in here. I think that would be quite a good idea. So we'll go ahead and do that. I then also want to go ahead and want to save some space. We're going to go ahead and start off also by extending this here. And then we're just going to probably add in more units as we go along here. So another 24 by 24. Again, not everything has to be this certain size, but it kind of makes sense for it to be. That's going to cost a lot of money that I don't really have yet actually, so we'll cancel that for now. We'll go ahead and we'll fill out this new shop in here, which will be fine. I realise that I have deleted one too many walls, so we'll go ahead and cut that back. And there we go. Right, okay, so what I think I want in here is either a clothing shop or an electronic shop. And I'm actually thinking going against what I just said with regards to clothing, and we're going to go for electronics instead. Now, the reason for that is because we've got a lot more electronics. If we go ahead and go back to our supermarkets with regards to clothing, we have... Okay, we have 6 different items actually on the clothes racks, then we have 2 on the shelf. So no, let's actually go for clothing. So that's 8 unique items essentially, which is quite good. So that could definitely do a place like this. You can definitely tell most of our workers are 9 to 5 workers now. You can really tell that based on the fact there's only 2 workers working right now and there's about 5 working 30 seconds ago. Okay, so we need also a storage room for this place too. That is going to be very important. The big thing is that the storage room for here is quite large. However, going forward, we can very much share storage rooms in this mall. So this is a storage room for the fast food restaurant, but it can also then be a storage room for something else as well. Whatever goes here, for example. So I can have one at the top and at the bottom quite easily, and that's what we're really going to go ahead and do. So what I want to do is we are going to think. Let's go ahead and do it here. And let's make it in there. So quite large, going to take up a lot of room again. Then what I want to do is I want to have checkouts probably at this bit here, and then have all the products over here. That's probably the realistic thing to go for. So let me go ahead and do that. So let's go into here. Now the one big thing we did complete is self-checkouts, which I'd like to integrate some of these into our superstore, and for that I actually just want to make a store extension as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a small extension on the side here. Though again, that's costing more. All of a sudden down to 51,000. This will all be worth it, and because I'm making so much money per day right now, it's not that bad all in all. We can also go ahead and remove that wall, and then we can upgrade this carpet here. So it's just a busy time right now, that's really all it is. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get a yellow floor down here as well. So for the clothing shop, now one thing I need to do as well is, I was very much thinking when I was editing these previous episodes, was that the bad names have come up for this place. I've got a lot of witty good names which we're going to go for as time goes on here. So for the fast food restaurant, I do want to go ahead and rename that, and we'll do that right now. So if I go into manage, we can see, I need to add in a restroom area too actually, that's a very good point. All these little things you just don't think about, but then they all start to accumulate. And we need to rename these storage areas better as well, because I'm going to get confused very, very quickly. Let's rename this storage, and then I'm going to call this, we'll just call this Storage Fast Mall for the time being. But we're going to rename it Bigfoot's Fast Restaurant. We're going to rename it, I think something chicken based, so we're going to call it, Northwest fried chicken. Just random, because southern fried chicken, why not? Let's have some northwest. Or northwestern, it should probably be fried chicken, eh? Though that's not going to allow me to do that, so let's go back here and go to northwestern, which I think is all one word. Hopefully. Fried, nope. Right, let's do this. Fried chicken. There we go. So northwestern fried chicken. There we go. A bit of a better name there. Okay, so that's that solved. Right, I want to very quickly integrate some self-checkouts and see if they're worth it. I think we might need to up security for that though. Something I've not really looked at all, security, because there is thefts occurring, though really not that many. It is a statistic in one of these interfaces, though I can't remember which one. Okay, so, build. I've made a slight boo-boo again here. Let me go ahead and add foundations and do that there. Let's also go ahead and remove that wall there. And then on top of that, let's add in some more doors as well. Every 2, so we can add in one more door. And then finally, let's put the game back onto ×3, and let's go ahead and do that there. Sort out the carpets, or the flooring for that matter. Let's remove that part there. So this is a nice wee extension wing. Again, I don't want to extend the upper store, there's no need, but happy to definitely do the checkout area. Hence why I've sort of left this gap here, because I could sort of predict this happening. So let me go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and go back into objects. Let's go along and get ourselves these self-scanning checkouts. So we're going to go and just start off with 2 of them for the time being. See how they go, because I'm sort of a bit unsure, to be honest, how they are going to go. Though they're not actually in the store right now, which is important. So we'll go ahead and expand the store to cover these. And people are now using them, and people are paying, which is good. Though I'm guessing there is going to be some more thefts, just typically with that sort of stuff there is, so we might need to, I don't know if staff need to come over and cater for this or not, I'm not 100% sure. I'm seeing some angry faces over here though, which isn't great, but hey ho. You're a cashier hanging around waiting for a spare one. This is good though, this means that, say for example in a busy period where we've not got a lot of staff in, that will go ahead and sort of help out and solve some of the ongoing issues, which is good. Right, so we're going to jump away from that anyway, and we're going to get this shop very quickly built. What I do want to do is have some checkout counters, but also have some self-scan as well. So let me go ahead and let's put some of you guys in here. Put 1, 2, and then 3. We can actually fit 4 in here, which looks good, and then we'll also have some self-checkout desks coming up the top here as well. We'll have 2 of you guys, and then we'll have some doors up at the top. So let me go ahead and scroll back up, add in some double door there, and a double door there. Let's add a double door there, a double door there, and we could have a 3rd double door there, which is fine. So that's lots of entrances to this new shop. Gonna slow the game down just that little bit for the time being. How much did we make yesterday? 29 grand. I cannot believe that. So, gross profit of 40k as well, which is wonderful. Right, so that's good. That's a good start. Let me go ahead and sort everything else out now. So, we need staff door, staff door, staff door, staff door, and staff door. Then, the big thing here is clothing racks, as this being a clothing store. So, let's go ahead and clothing rack, clothing rack, clothing rack. Just do lots across here. I think we might have too many actually, but hey ho, you can never have too many. This is a clothes specific store. Then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and have, I believe, some just normal shelves for shoes. So let's go ahead and do that. What I'll do is I'll change the alignment slightly here, which is fine. So we'll have, how many shelves do we need? We'll go for 12, and then we'll just put in more clothing racks, to be honest. Because this is what it is, it's a clothes shop, and it needs clothes stuff. So we'll go ahead and continue you guys right up to the door, actually. And then we'll have maybe just a few more clothing racks here. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is what the store layout is going to be. So, It's quite different, I guess you could say. It's got single aisles, but it's going to have lots of clothes. But that's the purpose. Lots of stacked shelves, which is good. So let me go to assign, let me go to store, let me go ahead and do that there. Expand that into there, and then finally into that area there. Let me go ahead and sort the flooring out before it starts to bug me. So I'm going to go ahead and do the yellow, the yellow, the yellow, the yellow, and more yellow, and then we need tile number 6 for storage room, which is perfect. These small things really do bug me, but that's that solved. Okay, so that's the store now in, store number 3, so we're going to call this... What's our clothes name? I've got a good one. Let's go for, instead of Urban Outfitters, we'll go for Rural Outfitters. I don't know if that's funny or not, but we'll go for it. And I don't know if I've spelt fitters right. I don't know if it's with 1 T or with 2, but we'll go with 2. I am dyslexic, by the way, so cut me some slack if I do spell every second word wrong. Right, okay, so with regards to that then, we can actually start to go ahead and put items on the shelves. So we're going to go ahead and do lots of t-shirts, lots of pants, and then lots of dresses. I mean, this is just going to be where people come to buy their clothes, though this isn't going to be 24/7. This is very much going to be a place where it's probably going to be open from 9 till 5 like a typical mall, definitely to start off with, though it might extend its hours as time goes on. However, again, we'll just really have to see, to be honest. I'm not really at all sure how things are going to be. It depends on the profit margins, depends on the popularity, because a lot of this stuff is testing. I could simply build 4 or 5 of these and be extremely profitable. But it's probably not the best to do that, and probably is good to diversify a bit. Right, so with regards to shoes, we can never have enough shoes, can we? Oh, it's also got underwear as well, which is perfect. This is actually a really good setup, because I have 3 of everything so far, which is good. So women's shoes, though I think we might need more than 3 shelves worth of women's shoes. We can't have the same amount for men and for women. We can actually. I'm not meaning anything by that at all. It's just typical that I'm trying to base this on real life, to be honest. And if you go into a clothes shop, there tends to just be more clothes for women than there is men. Not really at all sure why that is. Maybe if it's more sales, maybe if it's the market. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to leave these clothes racks blank for the time being, just because I'm not 100% sure what is going to happen there. It just depends on the popularity, and we've unlocked demand as well, so we will do some research into that in the next episodes. So you're going to be storage, and you're going to be storage clothes, and you're going to be mall. Where's my L key? There we go. That solves that problem, and that's perfect, so we can go ahead and Rural Outfitters can be assigned storage clothes small, and you're going to be 9 till 5. So with regards to cashiers, we're going to get like maybe 3 cashiers in here to start with. Cashier number 1, cashier number 2, and cashier number 3, please. Let's go for Janet. Welcome to the team, and I'll just hire the 1 stock clerk just because it's 9 till 5. It's quite easy going. Who is the best stock clerk? Probably all-round best person I'm looking at is either Juliet or it is Clara. I'm going to go for Juliet, so welcome to the team, Juliet. You're actually going to start an hour early though. So you're going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, making sure the shop is totally sorted out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, store is ready to open. What I do want to do with this is I want to go ahead and extend the road down here. And then I also want to go ahead and add in some more loading zones down here. This is the big reason. And tomorrow will be the grand opening of Rural Outfitters. Looks like we've also completed some more research, which is quite exciting as well. Looking forward to that going forwards. Let me go ahead and also do some staff only parking along here too. I'm going to have a bus stop probably right at the front here. I think that wouldn't be a too bad idea, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm actually quite poor right now though, I've just realised, so things aren't good in that respect. We actually need doors into our mall, though that could be quite useful, so we'll go ahead and door, like so, and then we'll go ahead and sort out the carpets like that. Perfect. So as you can see, this is going to be the grand entrance, and there's going to be lots of buildings feeding off of this, if you get what I'm going for. Right, so we're just about to open for the first ever day in Rural Outfitters. To be fair, Rural Outfitters could actually be a store, and I just wouldn't know. But I very much know of Urban Outfitters, but I have no idea about Rural Outfitters. I'm also going to start works on Tools Supplier, so we might build a wee tool store, a wee like home-based B&Q sort of thing, as our stock clerk goes ahead and gets stock out onto the shelves. Though you're running a bit behind, this isn't going to be profitable for a while. But we have got someone coming in, and you're paying for something, which is good to see. Quite a lot of people all of a sudden coming in now, which is good. Did you pay? You paid $25. I'm sort of a bit nervous about self-scan actually right now. It's a new technology for me. So, I mean, the shelves aren't going to be full till tomorrow. So we're not probably going to get a real taste of things until tomorrow. Plus we've got 3 staff in here, which I could quite easily downgrade to even 1 probably. But the good thing is the stock clerk will be able to finish off stocking up the shop tomorrow. We could quite easily fire a cashier actually. But we'll see how things go. Yesterday's net profit was minus 417, so you can already tell things are not going great. What I think I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to fire you. So that means now we've got 2 cashiers. I think we just need 2 cashiers to start off with, to be honest. It actually says, for Rural Outfitters, I've already made a net profit of over $1,000. That can't be right. No way. How? Nah. Actually, maybe, you know that. That's so odd, from 0, well minus, I don't, I'm very confused right now. Right, well let us run one more day and then we'll see how it goes. So, people are coming in, not till about 10 o'clock though, but I mean to be fair, we are serving a fair few people. Quite a fair amount of people are coming in. Good to see the shelves are now pretty much fully stocked, which is good, so now it's just restocking. Well, we've got multiple of each item out on the shelves anyway, but our stock clerk is doing a very good job in here. Things aren't actually going too bad, you know that, they really aren't. Again, we just about reached 30,000. I think we have to wait until midnight for this to update, so I'm not really at all sure how it's going. We'll monitor it into the next episode anyway. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. So hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, rating, subscribe if you are new around here. Hit that notification bell to get these videos early. We have done quite a few changes in this episode, mainly to this place, but we should never have to touch this place again up at our super store. It looks like, yeah, we are making really good money so far in Rural Outfitters, which is very good, and I'm very happy about it, but we'll monitor that into the next episodes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. My name is Bigfoot, and I'm out.